Hello, beautiful people. Let's talk about how to get back on track, how to get out of a slump, how to get out of your depressive episode, and how to get out of your bed and stop being a couch potato. Starting strong with a little bit of isolation. This may not sound fun, but I think it works for everyone that was in the episode when you feel like doing nothing, when you feel like there is no energy to do anything, especially before school starts. You know that you're gonna see a bunch of people, but you kind of need this rest. You need time to yourself. You need to isolate. And I'm not saying don't talk to people, don't see anyone, just sit in your room in isolation. No. I'm saying that at least find some time to yourself. Some time to your mind, your thoughts, your actions, your body, your emotions, and your heart. Just instead of going out with your friends one night, just, on Friday night, just sit there and be alone in your room and do whatever you want. The second thing is, while you're here alone, get fed up with the state that you're in. And I think this is the key factor, because a lot of people are like, go on Pinterest, find motivation. I don't believe in that. Motivation is not enough if you want long-term results. Motivation within, motivation without, blah, blah, blah. Forget about that. Just get fed up with the state that you're in. It's not enough, especially when it's like 1 a.m. motivation. I'm waking up tomorrow at 5 a.m. doing everything, and then you wake up and you're doing nothing and you're again in that exact same state. No, you're getting out of there. You have to get fed up with feeling like shit. You have to be fed up with being in your bed, a couch potato, watching the same TV shows that don't allow you to get out of the bed. You have to get fed up with this feeling when you are too tired for anything. You wake up and you're already tired. You're going to sleep, you're already tired. You have to be fed up with forcing yourself to take a shower, with forcing yourself to talk to people, forcing yourself to smile, forcing to get out of your room, your house. I do believe this is the key factor, just because when you get fed up with this, you even don't have to have a plan or do anything. You're just gonna start doing something else to feel a little bit different, which will lead you to a different result. And you're gonna be so fed up with the life that you wanna leave behind that you're gonna do no matter what just to not go back there. Maybe you will not live your dream life. Maybe it will not be the, 75 hard day challenge every single day for you. But you're still not gonna feel the same way that you felt, because you're gonna be doing anything and everything just to not feel like that. And if it's gonna take you a few days, I know it sounds weird, like, when you're in depressive episode, go even deeper, go even lower. When you're gonna get fed up with that, you're gonna hit the rock bottom. And what is the only way from that rock bottom? Exactly. You have to only go up. Like, there's no other way. I'm a pretty aware person, and if you're also very conscious of everything that you're going through in your life, and you probably have been through a bunch of these depressive episodes, you will probably notice, okay, here I kind of feel like I'm going down. Maybe I can do something to keep me afloat. And sometimes it works perfectly. Like, I know the signs of a burnout, and I know, okay, here I need to take a day off. Here I need some rest. Here I need some sleep. But sometimes this doesn't work like that. Especially for me, that's exactly what happened. I had 6 jobs. So I eventually burned out because I was so tired waking up early and not having time for myself and for the things that I like. You see, sometimes you feel like shit, not because you're doing too much of a lot of stuff, but because you're doing too little of things that you actually enjoy, that actually fills your soul and heart. So I let myself take a week off and be like, okay, you have to have a good state if you want to have good results in school, any of your goals, your gym goals, mental goals, whatever. And so I started trying to go back on track, and it didn't work. The first day and the second day and the third day, because every time I would wake up with hope and believe that today it's gonna be better, it wasn't better. To a certain point, yeah, it was. But then I realized that I am so desperately trying to get out of the state that I am in, that I am not allowing myself to get so deep that I can push myself up. And as soon as I let myself get fed up with it, just laying in the bed, doing literally nothing, until the point that I was like, you know what? I want to clean my room. I want to rearrange everything. The problem is not that you have problems with self-discipline and consistency. The problem is that you are consistent with the thing that don't help you. Don't try to resist this pain, this feeling. To be depressed is literally to be in a deep rest. Now we're getting to my favorite 3 tips. That is like this is the basic. You want a quantum leap? Do these 3 things. You are tired of life? Do these 3 things. You're in a depressive episode? Do these 3 things. Whatever problem you have in your life, breakup, friendship, something happened, grief, if you want to go back on track, no matter what happened to you, you have to do these 3 things. Just because, first of all, they're going to keep you alive, and second of all, they work wonders, and people underestimate them. And people, when they hear other people talking about that, are like, ugh, literally like drinking water. As if drinking water will solve any of your problems. Well, these 3 tips, yes, they solve most of the problems. So let's get into them. The first one is sleep. That's why I also think that the best way to start changing your life is at the evening time, because you can clean your room and wake up in a better space, and because you can go to sleep earlier. The 3 tips that I want to talk about is sleep, eat, and move. And it is very important that you look at these things in the exact same order that I'm talking about them. Sleep is the most important of all of the things in your life. You don't get enough sleep, it's gonna influence you a lot. And if you think that you're totally okay with going to sleep late and waking up late or taking a bunch of naps during the days, that means that you never had a good sleeping schedule. That means that you never slept well, you never had your morning routine that fulfilled you, and you never had your evening routine that allowed you to wind down. As a college student, I don't think that this is impossible. College parties, oh, so nice. Come on, guys. You're gonna have your fun before midnight. Yeah, but I'm gonna have less time watching TV shows when that's exactly why you feel so depressed, because the only thing that you think you can do to rest is to watch a TV show and lay in your bed until 3 a.m. Bro, what? Sleep is the best way to rest. And if you don't feel rested after you sleep well, then make sure you have a really good sleeping hygiene. You go to sleep before midnight, you are in a fully dark room, you put on the favorite spray before you go to bed, you just do a light little stretch or a massage before going to bed, meditation, whatever works for you. You will have to find out what is the best way to wind down. I take magnesium, spray my favorite spray, turn on my aromatherapy, do a little massage, put my legs on the wall, and then I just go to sleep. And I am the person that struggled with insomnia for years. I don't want to even hear any excuse, but that's exactly the reason. Your butt is exactly the reason why you are here. Your butt is exactly the reason why you feel this way, because you always found buts, but you never find how I can do this. If you will keep coming up with those excuses, I suggest you would just write a book, 101 excuses for dummies or something. I don't know. I think you would be a profi in that. I'm sorry, this is a tough love. Because sometimes you have to talk like this to yourself and say, hey buddy, this is very cool, I really like you, but sweetheart, you have to get out of the bed and do something. No buts. The only but that is here is your ass on the couch. Anyway, let's go further. And I hope you have a good night's sleep today. The second tip is eat. Food is medicine. I'm not telling you to go healthy eating. I'm just telling you to get better with your eating habits. For example, you eat 3 or 4 times a day with 4-hour gap between meals, so you let your stomach to relax. You try to make your meals full. You have carbs, fats, fiber, and protein on your plate, and you never skip dessert. If you want to eat something sweet, whatever that's candy or any ice cream, cake, whatever it is, you have it after your main meal. You never take it as your main meal. You have it after as a dessert. Sounds so cheesy. Drink your water, but just drink it. You're gonna feel better because you're gonna go to the restroom more. You're gonna feel less hungry, so you'll have less cravings and all that stuff. Just drink water. Another great tip is drink warm water, because cold water make your inside organs to be in like very tense. But as soon as you drink warm water, I drink even a little bit hot, not to burn inside anything, but warm water to relax everything inside. The first thing in the morning, 30 minutes before food, I do take it. Supplements, love it so much. But I am working with a nutritionist right now, so I don't take just everything that I want or anything that I heard on the internet. I do take some supplements that I'm actually prescribed, and I do think that you should take magnesium. This is like one of the only, if not the only, supplement that you can take without a prescription, just because when you wake up throughout the day, you use a lot of magnesium, and for the sleep, it's good to have a restful sleep. Magnesium. The only thing that I was not prescribed by my nutritionist, but when she heard about it, she said that I should go for it, and it is actually helpful, is the Magic Mind shots. So this is not sponsored, by the way. They sent me their shots to try. I am almost halfway through. So the Magic Mind is a mental performance shots, and this is the thing that you need when you're in a rut, because first of all, you need focus when you want to get back on track. Second of all, you want to feel less stressed to get back, and this is exactly what these shots do. So it sharpens your mind, lowers your stress, and gives you better energy. And this is totally safe. This is if you have a chance and you want to have your results fast, because these are basically 15 shots only, and you can drink them for 15 days straight. They gave me a special code that you can use to get 48% off for their subscription for the 10 days. So don't go, run for them, because I don't know how, but they work. Now, of course, if we are talking about nutrition and feeling better and less stressed, I do think that it's better to reduce added sugar. If you cannot reduce all the sugar at all, you can reduce added sugar, because trust me, there are just so many things that you can cook without sugar by using protein powder that you can find in different shops that are just, have a stevia instead or honey instead. There are just so many options. And I don't want to hear, oh, it's so expensive, blah, blah, blah. Honey, what is more expensive? A protein bar without sugar or your health? When I struggle with eating disorder, and sometimes I had a plate full of food that I didn't like, but I still had to finish it because, I was in a dance school and you were not able to leave the table if you didn't eat it. So I would eat everything even if I didn't like it, and that really stuck with me. And then I would feel full and I would still overeat, and I would be like, I can't throw it out, it was so expensive, I can't do this, I can't do that. You have to understand that whether you're gonna throw out that food in a trash or you're gonna throw that food out inside of yourself, and if that's the question, then you're basically saying that your body is a trash. Your body is a bin to throw food out if you don't want to throw it out. Girl, what? And the last tip that I would give for nutrition is to not eat in the late evening, just because your body, it always works. Like, you go to sleep, well, your gut is still working, trying to digest all the food. And that's why probably you don't have a really good sleep. So if you want to have better sleep and better just relationship with nutrition, be less bloated, less water weight in the morning, less swollen, try not to eat too late at night. I mean, I do think that if you're very hungry, or if you during the day, you didn't eat. And the last tip from these big 3 tips is movement. I don't care how you're gonna move, you have to move your body. Whatever you want. Sometimes I don't think that's about, fine, whatever you like. Sometimes it just works smarter and not harder. If that's 10-minute exercise in the morning, like a lymphatic drainage, yes. Posture exercises, yes. Your pelvis exercises, yes. Your joints exercise, yes. 10 minutes a day works great. You go for a walk, you go to the gym, great. You do Pilates at home, great. I don't care what you do as long as you do it. As long as you are trying, as long as you're moving, you're doing better than you think. When you move your body, your brain releases endorphins, which make your mood better. And with better mood, you make better choices, better actions, better words that you speak. And so you wake up in a better mood again. And now you have more energy and a better mood to go and work out again. And then you release endorphins again. And this is literally the vicious cycle. This is literally the free pill that you can take to feel better. And I'm not talking about an hour and a half in the gym. Sometimes this is literally 20 minutes at home with Move with Nicole video or Pamela Reif video or whatever, whoever you like. And maybe your workout will not be perfect and you will not feel the best after you do this, But at least you can say to yourself, I am so proud of myself that at least I tried. At least I got out of the bed. And at least I did something and I moved my body somehow. And just having this thought that you actually can get out of the bed and do something, you actually can get out of the bed and move your body, will make you more confident and comfortable with moving your body the next day. As for you, if you're gonna move your body, not overstress it with 2-hour workouts. I'm saying move your body, not stress it out. If you're gonna pay attention to your nutrition, to the food that you're eating, and if you're gonna have a good night's sleep, a lot of problems will disappear, you just have, surprisingly, you'll have your energy back again. Surprisingly, you're not gonna be feeling like shit physically. You just need to sleep, eat, and move. And cuddle with people. You have to see people. People need people. Then while you're laying in your bed and having your deep rest, remember the time when you already felt like this, but after that, like after some time, you got back on track. I'm sure you've been through the period of time when it was just like everything is frustrating, you're just lost, you don't want to do anything. But eventually, somehow, you got back on track. Every time I look back, I'm like, okay, you've been through a lot, girl. You've been through a lot, but you still made it. You still made it back on track. If you did it once, you can do it twice and 3 times and 4 times, and no matter how many times you need it. And if it's your first time, then go do this, because this is not impossible. You can do this. You can get out of the bed and open your blinds. You can get out of the bed and eat something better and make a better choice and go for a walk. You can. You just consistently choose to eat food that makes you feel like shit. You just consistently choose to do things that make you feel like this. You just consistently choose to sit on your phone, to be on the bed. It is okay. But at least you know that you're good with consistency. At least you know that, well, yeah, you're not consistent with the things that you want, but you still are consistent, right? Okay, now that you remember that, I want you to get that phone out of your way. I don't know how to explain how important it is. No matter what you want to do to feel better, you have to get off your phone. First of all, I do believe that on internet, there are only 2 types of people, consumers and creators. There's no one else. And if you do not create, you consume. And probably if you're just laying in your bed and doing nothing and feeling like shit, all you do is also consume. And probably what you consume doesn't make you feel any better. Yes, you can motivate yourself to watch a motivational video, someone who is going through the same thing and relate to this, or just watch funny videos and send your reels to your best friends. You can do that, but this still doesn't make you feel better long term, especially. And if you're on the phone and if you're not doing anything, then you're on your phone doing nothing, no matter what content you are watching. I found for myself that one of the best things I can do is to just delete the apps. But right now I have some of my work on TikTok and Instagram, and I can't just delete those apps. So what I'm using, literally, this is not sponsored. I'm not paying for this app. I am literally using the free version. This is Opal, I think, OPAL. And I just have 3 modes: a morning when it blocks Instagram and TikTok, work time when it blocks Instagram and TikTok, and sleep time when it blocks Instagram and TikTok. Life changing. When you can't use your phone, and I'm very aware, like you can snooze there, you can be a little tricky, but just because I know that, who do I want to impress? Of course, no one. No one even knows that I have this app. This is for me. And so when I'm very aware, I try to not snooze very often. I try not to go there, and it really helps. If you can delete it, go for it. I swear you, for the first few days, you're gonna be just like going on your phone, just, doing random stuff, going to your calculator, going to your Safari, going to weird apps that you never use. But eventually, you're gonna get out of that cycle. And trust me, it is gonna help, because you will be surprised how much time you finally have and how many things you can do outside of your phone. Then, as a perfectionist, I do like the fact that you can start the next day, but I do believe that the beginning of your transition to better, less depressed state is at the time when you realize that it's time. And sometimes its time is now, and sometimes its time is 10 p.m. I will say it. Your thoughts, the words that you're speaking to yourself, doesn't really matter. your state matters because your state influences your thoughts and the words that you speak and the actions that you are doing. So what you have to work on is to be in a better state. And sometimes people can do this by sitting in a meditation, not really meditation, and just visualizing the feeling that they want to feel, visualizing the state they want to feel. Like, you have to sit there and, for example, if your dream self, happy self would get into this situation, what would they do? How would they feel? How would they try to get out of here? And you have to visualize how they're gonna feel at the end of the journey. Like, what is your goal? How do you want to feel? So you have to have these feelings inside. You have to know how the state feels like. Sometimes it works, but for me it's more like a motivation that expires the next day. So what I do is I try to create the state from the outside and get it from the inside, because there are people that work better from inside out, and there are people for whom it works better from outside to the inside. And for this particular situation, I'm exactly the person that wants to try everything around, and then it's gonna influence my inner state. And so what I usually do, clean my room, and you can rearrange it, because you are cleaning and you're putting the stuff in the place that your mind tries to find the best place to kind of solve this problem. Where is the best place to put it? Your mind will also think the same way for the situation that you're in. Okay, so we have to clean it. Your mind is literally solving the problem. What is the best way to get out of this state? Clean your room, rearrange your space, make sure that nothing bothers you outside, because think about your dream self, think about the self that is out of this depressing episode. Are they in the room like this? Is it even cleaner where everything is? Do you need a little bit of change? You know what I'm talking about. As soon as you're gonna make this change, you're gonna wake up in the clean room, and it is hard to feel the same way you felt last morning when you're in another outside world. And I know sometimes, like, this is not enough. It is not enough to feel happy, to be better, but it definitely helps to have this state inside of you that's gonna influence better choices, better decisions, better words that you're speaking to yourself, and better actions that you're taking towards whatever you want to do. So eventually you will have to get out of your room. But for now, while you're in this isolation, you're taking your time to yourself. You're taking your energy back from people that don't deserve it. And you're gathering it inside until you will have so much energy that it's just gonna be pouring out of the cup. And you're gonna be able to share with other people. Then when you have your energy back, you can finally start doing things that you like. But at the start, I would give you a tip not to just do the things that you like, but to make it very special. You're always watching movies at nighttime. Well, today, if you like it so much, make it very special. Light up the candles, buy your favorite snacks, and put them in the nicest bowls. Do a great, comfortable, just like this cozy place where you can sit and watch it, and go as if it's a cinema. Wear your pajama, go take a shower right before that, so you know that you can literally just go to sleep right after you finish watching that. Make it very special, so you can enjoy every single second of it. If you like reading books, make your favorite tea, make your favorite pastry, I don't know, cut your favorite fruits, and just sit in the coziest corner, put the blanket next to you, and make it feel like this is a very special occasion for you. Oh, enjoy every single second, enjoy every single moment of it. I will repeat it again. Sometimes you feel like shit, not because you do too much of different stuff. No, sometimes it's just because you do too little of the things that make you feel happy and fulfilled and satisfied and at peace with yourself. Just another few tips that I think really work is, if you're watching content, watch something that make you feel inspired, but not in a way, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and do this. Watch content that challenges your thoughts and resets some of your opinions and how you look at this world. The content that educates you on something that you can actually use in everyday work. For example, I love watching about body language and how to read people and just like psychology in general. Not because this is what motivates me to wake up every single day at 6 a.m. No. But because, I don't know, just watching this kind of makes me feel like, okay, next time I'm going to talk to someone, I will know this. I mean, I totally forget half of this by the end of the video. But some of it I still remember, and to be honest, it works. Every time I see people, I'm like, okay, let me try this thing, let me try this thing. The second tip is relax mindfully. Like, you have to not just like be, oh, I'm just in my bed after work for an hour, I don't know what I'm doing, probably relaxing with my phone. No, you have to like prepare yourself for relaxing. You have to prepare yourself, just like I said, make it very special. Yes, make your relaxation so special that you have to be very mindful that you're actually relaxing and taking time to yourself. Then I think this is very important. Let the light in. Let lights in your room, the natural light. And when it's darker, use warm lights or your favorite lights, but make sure that it's not too dark and it's a little warm. Like, make sure that you're not in a total just blackout, you know? There is the song Light In by Anna Kova, and she says at the beginning, there is a crack in everything. That's how you get the light in. And that's exactly like coming back right at the beginning of this video. You have to hit the rock bottom. You have to hit it so hard that it leaves the cracks and the lights get inside of you. And if inside you don't feel the same way yet, at least open the blinds in your room. Another thing that I would recommend is to just get out of your routine. Go for that movie. Go for a little trip. Go to this party. Go for a picnic. Like, just do something very special for yourself. Sometimes you probably don't even have mood to do that. But you know what? Sweetheart, you have to take this life in your hands, and you don't need to feel great to do something great for yourself. You can do this just because. You're gonna get a bonus point if you're gonna spend this time with the person that you really enjoy spending time with, or the person that you haven't seen for a long time. Just get out of your routine. Getting out of this rut starts from isolation, but you can't sit there forever. You will have to go out and meet other people, because that's how you're gonna feel better. People are on this earth to feel better together. And that's exactly how you should choose to spend time with people. You have to feel so good on your own that you will not go and spend time with anyone, whether that's an energy vampire, the person that is jealous of you, or a good friend. You have to be very mindful who you are spending your time with. That's why you have to enjoy your company, because after that, you will want to choose people that make you feel even better. So if you're not adding to my energy level, and if I'm not adding to your energy level, I don't think I want to spend time with you that much. Sometimes, yeah, there are exceptions like networking and acquaintances and being polite. Yes, we got it. But I'm talking when you're consciously, mindfully choosing who to spend time with, and you call those people your friends, or you want those people to like you. When you enjoy spending time with you, you won't go and spend time with people that don't make you feel even better when you are with them. Because when you are thirsty, you will drink anything, even poison. But when you are filled, you will be able to pick exactly what you want and what is best for you. But please don't eliminate people from your life. You still have to have them. You still have to spend time with them, because people need people. And that's a basic energy exchange. If you want to go to like the basics, you can journal, you can meditate. I will not say this because I'm not doing this when I feel depressed or something. I usually do this when I feel like, oh, I have time and I want to do this. When I feel low, the least thing that I want to do is to journal somewhere. Although as a person that likes reading books, reading really helped me, just because I don't sit on my phone, I feel productive and I still relax and enjoy my time. But that's just because I love reading. You don't have to read if you don't like to, you know? But just do these small things to break that routine. No matter what routine we are talking about, whether that's the routine that was before you burn out or during your burnout, you can't get out of the burnout state by doing something that puts you in that state. And another thing that I think is very important is, if you're a person that's been through a bunch of states like this, and you've been through a bunch of situations when you just felt like a couch potato that doesn't want to leave that couch, you can't get out of all of your depressed episodes by the same set of things. You have to be flexible. Because let me tell you something, every time you feel low, your low is different from the low that you had before that. If your motivation is, I am fed up with that, like I can't go back there, you will never go back there. Go back in time and look how each low felt for you, how you got there. You have to analyze how you got there, what were you doing, how it felt, what thoughts were you thinking. After you get one time out of there, the second time you get there, you're like, I don't want to feel this feeling, I know what to do. Then you start doing this and it doesn't help, because you cannot get out with the same set of rules out of different games, okay? Be flexible, analyze the situations. Our brains are not here to, just learn all of the information and be like a brick there standing and thinking the same thoughts every single day. Your brain is here to let information in, let information out, to filter everything. Your opinions, your values, how you see this world. It's not just okay for you to change those things. It is also necessary for you to change them, because this is a fast-moving world. The world around you will be changing as fast as your thoughts will be changing with you. You have to realize that most people that give those advice on the internet are whether giving you the basics of the basics, because this is something that helped them, or this is something that they heard other people talking about and they are kind of, okay, we're gonna use this, I guess. And some people are giving you the basics just because you are the only person that can actually teach yourself what can get you out of here. And you see, you will never lose. You will never lose by sleeping well, eating well, and moving your body. And I'm very sorry for making you thinking about this and analyzing your life and analyzing how you can get better. But if you're gonna put other people's advice on the pedestal, if you're gonna put other people, how they did this, how they did that, how they were, where they buy, on the pedestal, if you're gonna put that advice on the pedestal, you will never get higher than a servant. I'm sorry, but this is the truth. At the best part, your mommy's princess, your daddy's prince. I know this can be very harsh, and I'm sorry, this can even sounds a little disrespectful, but I hope it hits you in the face. I hope that punch was so bad. I am so angry that I will, despite of everything, I will get up and do something, even though I don't know how. Like, where should I look for those advice inside? What should I try? How long? When? I know that it's gonna be confusing for you at first, but then you're gonna get this. I know that you're gonna nail this, because that's what you always do. This is not your first time. Go and show at least to yourself that you can do this. I mean, when you're isolated in your room, there is no one to impress. No one. So you can do whatever you want. Anyway, I hope that punch was sweet, but you could also smell the love and the flowers and fresh and cuteness that I sent you with that punch, because I do believe that you can do this. And don't forget to check out Magic Mind and use my code for 48% off your first subscription for the next 10 days. You can find the link in the description. Don't forget to be awesome. Bye. Mwah.